morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you guys out there in YouTube land. This is Abigail. I'm back with another pick a card reading, and today we're going to be doing messages from your person pick a card reading. I normally do 3 piles, but I kept being nudged intuitively to do 4. I've also been seeing a lot of 444, 222 as well though, and 111. So I'm gonna listen to my intuition, and we're gonna do 4 piles today, which we have pile 1 with the Vogel quartz, pile 2 with this Merkaba star, pile 3 we have this Ankh, and then pile 4 we have this Lemurian crystal. Something that I noticed was that I ended up picking all quartz crystals for the crystals for this reading. So as you know, quartz is actually one of the most common minerals in the world, and it's used in technology to be able to relay energy, transmit energy in televisions and other technology. I believe they used to do that in televisions, and that's why they call it quartz watches. But I believe that the quartz, all pretty much being clear, this is a little bit on the smoky side, smoky quartz, but I believe this reading, clarity will be gained. At least that is my intention and my hope always for my readings, but clarity may be gained through these messages. The first part of the reading, I have 4 tarot decks here, so we're going to be checking like an energy check-in on your connection with your person. I'm going to be using the tarot decks, and I also have one of my favorite decks, the Yin Yang Oracle deck. So we'll use that to clarify, and then we'll move into the message cards themselves. I do have 4 piles, and we'll be getting to that. I'm going to put the timestamps down in the description box so you don't have to watch the whole reading to get to your pile. A few people had messaged me and asked if they had to watch the whole reading. If you're new to pick a card, you do not have to. You just pretty much connect with each pile here and intuitively choose the one that you're guided to choose, and that's the pile with your messages. So in the description box, I'll put the timestamp. Thanks, guys. Hello, pile 1. If you chose the Vogel quartz, then you are at the right place. We're going to be doing an energy check on your person and you in terms of what's going on. I will do the tarot and also my Yin Yang Oracle. So we'll draw a few cards and clarify with each deck. Pile number 1 and their person. Energy check-in. What are the energies between pile 1 and their person? Ooh. See the Fool right here. Cards are a little jumpy right now. The Fool and the 3 of Swords. Possibly for some of you, there was a breakup or some sort of heartbreak, and there's a desire on your side and or your person's side for a new beginning. So let's see. Pile number 1 and their person. Energy check-in. The Fool again when I split the deck, and the Knight of Swords. So this Knight of Swords wants to rush in with some communication and some truth. The bald eagle here that's on the deck reminds me of America, but also freedom. So maybe the freedom to come forward. There are some people in this deck, in this pile, maybe dealing with someone who was not free to pursue a new beginning. I just saw the Hermit, so there may have been, for some of you, separation or some time apart, no contact or little to no contact. Pile 1 and their person energy check-in. What's going on with pile 1 and their person? we have the Hanging Man. Pile one in their person, energy check-in. We have the Four of Wands. And then the Six of Cups. Bottom of the deck is the Two of Wands. So with the bottom of the deck energy, I believe that your person and you, or you, are in a place where a decision has to be made. This guy is about to set off into the horizon between these two wands, which serve as a gateway. And with the light shining down from the sky, it's like inner guidance and the divine are trying to say, come on through. But this person is still considering. So there's possibly has not been any type of action that's been taken place between you and your person, but there is definitely deep consideration of what the next step should be. The mountains are here, so it does speak of some obstacles. So looking at this Hanged Man, usually in tarot, the Hanged Man can be a card of surrender. It could be a card of illumination, a change in perspective, because this guy is usually in the traditional tarot hanging by the foot from a tree. And so I find it interesting that this Hanged Man is upside down, but he's chained, and there are these coins here coming out of his pocket. So there may have been, like I said before with the eagle card that jumped at me, your person or you, because this could apply to either of you, you or your person may not have been in a place where you could pursue one another. With the chains here, there may be restrictions, obstacles, and with speaking of obstacles, it may have to do with practical matters, money, property, that if possibly you guys were to move forward with coming into this connection, there may be a loss of wealth, property, just material goods may be at stake. For some of you, this may be because there is already a family situation. Because with the Four of Wands, this is a card that has to do with stability, commitment, and usually some people call it the twin flame card. So there may be some of you who may feel like you're in a spiritual journey with this person, like a soul connection. But with the Four of Wands, generally it's a card of celebration. But I see this little girl. Usually it's two people celebrating for like a wedding. But there's this little girl, and the Six of Cups also have to do with children. So you or your person may have children already, or are in a committed relationship. It doesn't have to be marriage. And these may be the reasons why there has to be consideration of logistics in terms of the Fool that we were seeing. So there is definitely a desire to pursue stability. This may be what you and your person want to ultimately be with each other, a family unit with some children. And there's definitely this connection is definitely transforming, because there are dragonflies here, and also the butterflies on the Six of Cups. So there's changes and transformations that are happening within your connection. And a lot of bunny rabbits too. So, you know what they say about bunnies, they're kind of, they make a lot of babies. And so like children, cuddly things, these are all very present, cuddly things. These are all very present in your reading. in this energy check-in. Some of you may already be in this situation where you are married to your person and you have children, and you're making a decision as to what to do next. Some of you are maybe choosing to walk away from this situation due to the obstacles and any issues. If you are not already with your person, this may have to do with, again, as I said, the Four of Wands is what some of the people call the twin flame card, 1111. And the Six of Cups is also a soulmate card. If it's not a soulmate, it's somebody that you may have known since you were a child or just from your past. There's a vibe of someone coming from your past or wanting to come back into your life from the past. I'm having a little bit of a trouble speaking in this pile, and that's one thing that I do notice when I do readings from pile to pile. I feel the energy, and I usually am affected sometimes, especially this is a messages from your messages from your person reading. So these are possibly things that have been left unsaid. There may be, your person or you may have issues with communicating your emotions and your feelings. There may be, very sweet, loving energy between you two, but maybe afraid or unable to communicate that. So I'm just going to clarify these tarot cards and see energy check-in for pile 1 and their person. I just saw the guarded and closed off cards when I was shuffling. Okay, so we have stability, harmony, and flow. This is very interesting because this lady is doing a handstand and she's also upside down, just like the hanging man. So this makes me believe that you guys are mirroring each other. You are probably thinking a lot about each other, mutually trying to figure out a way to make this work regardless of what situation you're in. And you're both considering on what next moves to take. So I find that very interesting. And with that said, with the stability, I had mentioned that with the Four of Wands. So I feel that the considerations that you and your person are making are moving towards what steps to take in order to gain that stability, or trying to move forward with the connection so that the stability is not jeopardized, and you want to move in, you want to have harmony because again, there may be children involved, family dynamics involved, property. There's a lot of things at stake in terms of this next decision, and that's why it's not being taken lightly. So we have rejection, loss, and fragmented. So there's definitely a fear of rejection and loss, as I said, when it comes to this decision that's being considered right now in order to move forward with this connection. This can also signify that some people in this, who chose this pile, may have been through maybe a divorce or separation where a family was lost, property was lost, and now you're trying to gain your stability back. So with the Two of Wands here, I noticed there's a portal, but there's a, I don't know if that's an elk or a deer with horns in the way. So there is a little bit more of an obstacle. And because of the sharp horns or of the elk, there is some risk to it moving forward. Pile 1 in their person. Energy check-in. So we have the Pluto transformation card, which I had mentioned earlier. There's dragonflies and butterflies, and now here's a moth. There is a lot of transformation that's happening with you, your person, and within this connection. So with this also coloring, like the darker colors, I feel like right now it's nothing is happening. It's a little bit stagnant right now, and that's makes sense because the Two of Wands, a decision has to be made in order to what action is going to be taken. The action has not been taken yet. There is a surrender in order to figure things out. And underneath the deck is the Ace of Fire or the Ace of Wands. You may be dealing with a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. There is a new beginning coming up. And so there will be a decision that's going to be made because the Ace of Wands has to do with a new beginning, a new passionate new beginning. It could be creative. With a Six of Cups, it's a very sweet. It could speak of creativity in a nostalgic way. So you guys may work together creativity. Wow, I can't speak. Creatively. Okay, so underneath that we have external party. So this may be the obstacles we were referring to earlier. And underneath that is the reunion soul ties. So if you are in what you believe a soul connection and there is some separation or no contact right now, there looks to be a new beginning in the horizon. There may be with this like grayish darker colors, there may be you or your person may be going through what we call the dark night of the soul, and that's kind of like what happens to a butterfly and a moth when they go into their cocoon and their chrysalis in transformation. So there is no actions right now, but there's a very sweet energy here. So next we're going to see what your person wants to say to you with some message cards. Hi, Pile One. Welcome back. We're going to be taking some message cards decks and we'll see what messages your person has for you from their higher self. These are things that they may be afraid to say because I honestly am having trouble speaking. Even trying to explain it, it feels like it's hard to get out. And there's a little bit of stumbling my words. So the first deck we're going to be using is the Twin Flame Shadow and Light Messages from Dr. V. She has her own channel on YouTube called Live Tarot. You should check it out because she has a very sweet energy and she has a very soothing voice. I love hearing her readings. So pile number one's person from their higher self. What messages does pile number one's person have for pile number one? They could be completely honest. So we have two. I long for you day and night. I'm consumed by my desire for you. Our chemistry is amazing. So as I said earlier, there may be a very strong connection and an attraction in this connection, especially if you and your person are connected on a soul level. I know it's hard, but please be patient with me. I'm working to clear the path for us. So that's also very interesting because we had seen... Sorry, the light went out. I hope you can see this. Okay. I think it's bright enough for now. I know it's hard, but please be patient with me. I'm working to clear the path for us. So, as I said, there in the Two of Wands, there was an elk in the way of the gateway to the path. It was blocking the path. And so it's interesting that we were talking about possibly a third party that's maybe intervening. and the light went out, so another interruption. Pile one's person. It was like a dream come true when we met. I never wanted that passion to end. You rocked my world. So again, it says the chemistry is amazing between the two of you, and there may be a musical connection because I see these musical notes here. Pile one. Pile one's person, if they could be honest. I still love you. I dream of being with you. I imagine waking up next to you and cuddling with you every day. So, for some of you who have already been with your person, they still have feelings for you. They still love you. And they still want that stability, that Four of Wands. They want to come back if they have been out of your life. And they just want to be with you. And on the bottom of the deck, I'm settling for the life I thought I wanted, but it's empty without you. I still fantasize about you. So this makes me believe that some of you guys are in a third party situation where you or your person already have a family or a serious partner, and they're trying to figure out a way to be free, to be able to be with you. Next, we have the Underneath It All, Love and Relationships Oracle by Luna Sage Soul. Pile one's person, if they could be completely honest. Pile one's person. If they could be completely honest, what would they say to pile one? Pile one's person. So we have I got triggered. So something that may have happened in your connection triggered this person, or this connection may have triggered you guys into a dark night of the soul, which is leading up to this transformation. And that's what some people believe twin flames do for one another. Some people do believe that twin flames are actually karmic soulmates, where they're meant to they are a catalyst to your transformation. And it's sometimes not the easiest type of connection because of all of the triggering. So that is possibly what's happened between the two of you. I don't want anyone else but you. So this person has gained clarity, or is gaining clarity with the Hanged Man, that the situation they're in, it may not be what they want ultimately. Right here it says that they're settling, or you're settling, and they've come to a realization that it's you that they want, no one else. Pile one's person, if you could be honest, completely honest. There we go. I am hiding my true feelings for you. So that could be why I'm kind of stumbling my words in this pile. This person wants to speak their truth, or is considering speaking their truth, but they're scared. I feel like when I'm trying to speak with in this pile, like my throat chakra is blocked. It feels like a stuck energy. They say it is hard for me to trust people. So this may be something wounding from childhood. It's very common for a lot of people who are in soul connections to have wounding from childhood, which can affect the way they are in relationships. And so if it doesn't even have to be necessarily childhood, but it could be a past relationship where this person was hurt, and it may be another reason why they are hiding their feelings, because they want to see if they can trust you, and they also don't want to be rejected. It's self-protection. And they say, I'm not sure how you will react. So about the wanting to speak their feelings to you, or to let you know some truth about their situation, they're afraid of your reaction because they have these feelings for you. They don't want you to leave or reject them. I'm just going to check to see if we're still in frame. I'm going to slide them up because I have another deck that I would like to use. But we're running out of room. Maybe I could stagger them like this. So these decks that I'm using next, it's actually two decks that I'm mixing together. It's the Hidden Truth Oracle and the Hidden Truth version 2, the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine edition. And so I don't know why. I don't usually mix my decks, but so technically this is a total of 4 decks, but we're just gonna mix these two up and see what comes out. I have small hands, so it is difficult for me to shuffle larger decks. Pile one's person. It says, I don't know how to feel. So, as we were talking about possibly your person having trust issues and wounding, they may have a blocked heart chakra, or childhood wounds, or they may have closed off their heart from past situations. Maybe the situation they're in right now has caused them to block off their heart chakra, or maybe they've never really been in love. They have trouble communication. See, they have trouble communicating their emotions, and this connection may be actually helping to trigger them into changing and tapping into their feelings. That with the transformation energy. They may have been a lot more logical, because when we were shuffling the tarot, I saw the Knight of Swords, and Swords energy is very much mental, logical energy. So this person may be very much in their head, and this could be why it falls under I long for you day and night. So this person thinks about you a lot. But there is transformation happening in terms of your person tapping into their feelings more so than just relying on their logic. Pile one's person. I can't be with you. So this could just be speaking about the current situation. They may be going back and forth, just like with the Two of Wands, of wanting to be with you and then having doubts as to whether or not they can pull it off, because they are considering all the practical matters, just like the Hanged Man was losing their coins out of their pocket because he was upside down with the chains. So your person is still at a point where they're going back and forth of what step to take and whether or not to continue forward with pursuing this connection. So that's why it may be currently stagnant and no action is being taken. Pile one's person. One jumped out and it says, I'm so attracted to you, which we already saw here. They're consumed by their desire. The chemistry is amazing, the passion. So this person is definitely very attracted to you, thinking about you day and night. One more. Pile one's person, if you could be honest. I feel so drawn to you. So again, the chemistry. This is a very strong connection, pile one. And you inspire me. And this could be one of the reasons why they are so attracted to you, because you may be the one who is catalyzing them to change, and they may be realizing that like their old storyline, not to be cruel about what's, to call their family situation storyline, but their old way of living, they're outgrowing it, they're changing, and they've come to some like clarity that the person they're with is not the person who they want to be with. The life that they have, they may be satisfied and bored and they feel stuck. So it looks like this situation will take a little more time and some patience. And because the transformation card is there and the mirroring, you two are mirroring each other, I would say pile one, don't wait. I never tell anyone to wait unless you want to, but if you are going to wait, even if, I would say continue working on yourself, because this may take a little more time if there are certain external factors that are there in the situation. Continue working on yourself, and things happen for a reason, right? There are no coincidences, and when the time is right, when the divine timing is meant to be, at that point things are going to meant to be. Things that are meant to be will be. And patience is never easy, but that may be another lesson that you need to learn in this lifetime. So pile one, that is your reading. If you liked it, please like it. It helps me a lot if you can subscribe too, because I'm trying to grow my channel and my community. I'm so excited that I'm getting people to come watch my videos, and I hope that I am helping you guys, because that is my intention, and it brings me joy with that. So pile one, thanks for joining again. Please subscribe, like, and share. Bye. Hi pile two, if you chose this Merkaba crystal, then this is your pile. So we're going to be doing an energetic check-in with you and your person. I have a tarot deck, and I will clarify with my Yin Yang Oracle deck. So pile two and their person. First card is the Seven of Wands. Pile two and their person. Energy check-in. Pile two and their person. We have the Page of Swords. I am not doing reversals. I don't read reversals, so pile two and their person. We got two more. I wanted one more, but we have the Knight of Cups and the Six of Wands. And Page of Pentacles under the deck. We're going to clarify with the Yin Yang Oracle deck. So we have past, lack, suffering, falling under the Seven of Wands. That makes sense. We'll talk about it though. Let me just pull out the cards. Ace of Swords or Ace of Air maybe dealing with a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, falling under the Page of Swords, which is very interesting. Energy check-in for pile number 2. Oh, we have 2 more. We have Venus offer falling under the Knight of Cups. How appropriate. And then we have karma, balance, and justice. Oh, I love it. Bottom of the deck is action, courage, Jupiter, beginnings. So pile 2, energetic check-in. It looks like you and your person may have had some turmoil in the past. If it's not you, your person may have been dealing with lack of, just being in a lack mentality, not feeling worthy, just a lot of internal struggles, because the 7 of Wands has to do with conflict. This person is trying to fend off the 6 of Wands, the 6 Wands here, and it's also about being defensive. So if this person has had any type of wounding from the past, or feeling like they're not good enough for you, then they may have been guarded or pushing you away, or that could be vice versa, since this is applying to either one of you or both of you. Even if this person may have been closed off, like this lady's body language, she's hugging herself in, and so there's a sense of being guarded. But this, with the Page of Swords, it's a card of sometimes spying, online stalking, and since it is of a swords element, it has to do with air and communication, and it is on top of the Ace of Swords. So there is a desire for this person to speak their truth. If you see, like, this lady's hand is over her throat, there is some truth that they want to come forward with, and it looks to be feelings, because we move to the Knight of Cups, which is the knight that's offering his cup of love to his beloved. Let's say beloved, right? And this person really wants to come forward with this love offer, because it's clarified by the Venus offer card. So they may offer you roses, or just like coming at, yeah, they're coming to you and opening up about their feelings. And that is what the cup of love is. I heard hunka hunka burn in love when I said the Knight of Cups. Yeah, so maybe there's something with that, Elvis, or there's burning love between you two guys. So we have the 6 of Wands, which you see here actually in the 7 of Wands too, and it's a card of success, and this person is being celebrated on horseback. There is definitely a sexual nature to this card whenever I see it, because of this guy holding this wand that's stuck into a wreath. So, and like, look at how the horse is looking at him like, dude, like, why are you doing that with your wand in the wreath in public, or something like that. It looks funny to me. But underneath that is karma, balance, and justice. So this, what jumped out to me was the word karma. So this may be like good karma coming in for you when it comes to this person, because they coming forward. Page of Pentacles is underneath the deck, so they want to come in and offer you not only their cup of love, but also what they can offer in a solid way. Because it is a page rather than a knight, they may be feeling like they can't offer you that much in terms of like the practical world, but they still have these loving feelings. I keep channeling Elvis songs, so I don't know if anyone in this channel loves Elvis, or an Elvis song is very Elvis in general is like jumping out, hunka hunka burn in love and loving feelings. So they want to be able to offer you something, even if it's something small, and they have to gain the courage to do that. So that is the energy check-in. Let's jump into the, I'm excited to see the messages that come out. And I'll see you there, pile 2. Hi, pile 2. So now we are going to be getting some messages from your person, their higher self. What would they say to you right now if they could be completely honest? Like point blank, what do you want to say? So we're starting off with, what is this called? The Twin Flame Shadow and Light Messages by Dr. V on Live Tarot. Check her out. Good energies. I love her voice. Very soothing. Pile 2's person. What would you say to pile 2 if you could be completely honest right now? What would you say, pile 2's person? What would you say? Ooh, there we have a flipper. No matter what ups and downs we have, it's always been you. You are my one true love. So that makes sense as to why the Knight of Cups is there and wanting, and Venus energy shows up in your reading. This person loves you. And it could go, seeing this, it could go both ways. You probably both love each other, or there's some loving feelings between the two of you. So this is a very sweet energy. Pile 2's person. I'm sorry for putting you in a third-party situation. I'm miserable, but I don't have the courage to leave. So I didn't see anything having to do with third party, but some of you watching this may be in a third-party situation. They don't feel good being away from you and also possibly hurting you because of external factors. Right now, they may not be in a position to leave, or you may not be in a position to leave if you are in a situation, a third-party situation. But that's why courage came up in the energy check-in. This person may be building up the courage, or you guys may be both building up the courage to leave your present situation to be together. And that's why, again, courage showed up. Was it the Ace of Wands on the bottom of the deck in the Oracle deck? So yeah. Pile 2's person, if you could be completely honest right now, what would you say? Ooh, it fell off the table. So we have trust. I'm sorry I betrayed your trust. I turned my back on you when you needed me most. So it seems that some people that are reading this or watching this pile, your person may have put you in a third party situation, deceived you in some way, and was not giving you what you needed when you needed it, even if it's support. So this is the second card here that says sorry. So this person probably may owe you an apology. And the Knight of Cups, they may be approaching with a cup of love, right? But it may also be an apology. So that Knight of Cups may have been referring to an apology. I said apology like 3 times. One more from this. Pile 2's person. There's another Elvis song that I'm thinking of. I forgot the name, but it's like where there's a lot of tension. I know like the concept of the song, and I have it on my playlist, but I can't think up of the lyrics right now. But speaking of lyrics, look at that music. It was like a dream come true when we met. I never wanted that passion to end. You rocked my world. So there's definitely passion, loving feelings between the two of you, but there are some complications and things that need to be balanced out. And that's why the karma and balance card came out. Karmic balancing needs to be had in this connection. I know it's hard, but please be patient with me. I'm working to clear the path for us. So your person is looking for a way to make this work. They're considering all their moves and coming. It looks like they have an intention of, or at least wanting to come forward with an apology and finding a way to be together. So the next deck that I have is the Underneath It All deck, Love and Relationships Oracle by Luna Sage Soul. Pile number 2's person. What would you say to pile 2 right now, if you could be completely honest? Pile 2's person. Pile 2's person, what would you say? We have 2. We have, I need to make a decision. And so there is this consideration that your person is having to make. What moves should they make, and how should they proceed forward? Maybe what they would have to say to you to make this apology and make things right, and to be able to move forward with you. They need to make a decision. Who do they want to be with? What do they want? That scene from The Notebook comes to mind where Noah is telling Allie, "What do you want?" And she's like, "I don't know." You are always in my dreams. So dream coming up multiple times here. It was like a dream. You're always in my dreams. Your person is dreaming a lot about you, probably because they're thinking a lot about you, maybe daydreaming about you, not just night dreaming. So you're always on this person's mind. So they end up dreaming about you. Okay. Pile 2's person. What does pile 2's what would you say to pile 2, if you could be completely honest? I love spending time with you. So this person loves your company. You may have some memories already together, and they're definitely thinking about those times that they spent with you. I'm sure they want to spend more time with you. Pile 2's person. What would you say to pile 2? Okay, 3 came out, so I was only going to take one more, but okay. Actually, there's 4. I'm secretly in love with you. So if you don't know that this person loves you, they say this multiple times. You are my one true love. I'm secretly in love with you. You mean the world to me. I have so much to tell you. And I see things differently now. So this person has had maybe an epiphany or some realization on what you mean to them. You mean the world to them. And that maybe they've had the realization that they are in love with you and they want to be with you because you are their one true love. And that's why they feel like they have so much to tell you. Trying to figure out how you can... And I have never felt this way before. This person may have been in other connections, but you definitely stand out to them. You know, they regret doing anything that has caused you any pain, and that's why they want to come forward with an apology. So I mixed the Hidden Truth Oracle with the Hidden Truth version 2. I know I was a distraction from your pain. So your person may be saying that you may have also been going through your own suffering and needing for healing in the past. And this may be an indication that there is still a need for you to work on yourself as well. Maybe your own self-worth. If this person has put you in any type of third-party situation, you deserve so much better. If you can say if you should be with this person, if they are actually coming forward in a correct manner this time around. Please use this, you have to use your discernment. So if they are trustworthy and you don't have any intuitive hits about this person being deceptive, then there is still a need for you to heal any wounding that you have. And, it takes two to tango in a connection. If this person is stepping out or cheating or deceiving you and still allowing that type of behavior, there is also a need to work on your own self-worth and what is acceptable in terms of boundaries. What are you accepting and allowing? So even if this connection is one that can work out, it's an opportunity for you to work on your own boundaries, and you will be stronger for it. I don't know where I was going with that. Yeah, healing is always good. It's not always easy, but it's always good. Pile 2's person. What do you want to say to pile 2? I knew exactly what I was doing. So this is why discernment is needed. And if this person is actually changing, then that's why forgiveness is needed in this situation. Especially if they knew that they were putting you in a third party situation and they knew that that would hurt you. Make sure that this person is actually coming in and doing better, and not just words, but with their actions. Pile 2's person. What would you say to pile 2 if you can? Whoa. All these cards want to jump out now. Okay, we have... I know that I crossed the line with you. So very clearly this person has come to the realization of what they did was wrong, and they want to make amends. They want your forgiveness. Pile 2's person. What would you say to pile 2 right now? 2 fell out. I bury myself in work to forget you. So this person is, it's a form of running away. They distract themselves by keeping themselves busy. So if they have healing to do, if they have their own a self-worth and lack within, rather than addressing it, they're distracting themselves. And I regret lying to you. So there's a lot of regret and wanting to make things right in this pile. I know I messed up everything. So this person realizes they messed up. They do still have a lot of love for you, saying that they're the one that, you are their one true love, and that you mean the world to me. I'm secretly in love with you, if you didn't know that already, and that they've never felt this way before. But regardless of all of the loving words that they're speaking, are their actions matching up to it? You have to be able to use discernment and have this person be accountable for their actions. I would say just in this pile 2, you guys just focus on healing yourself. Discern whether or not this person and their intentions are aligning with their words, are aligning with their action, importantly, and hold them accountable if they're not showing up appropriately, because you deserve better than someone who's lying and putting you in third-party situations. If you really want to be together, it looks like there's a lot of work. Trust may have been broken, and really show up for yourself in this situation. Try to protect yourself, I would say, and just pretty much actions speak louder than words. And I wish you the best of luck, pile 2. This is your reading. If you liked your reading, please hit the like button, subscribe button, and share, because it really helps me. And I love doing this. It brings me joy to hopefully bring guidance and clarity to you people out there in YouTube land. And thanks again for watching. Good luck with everything. Take care. If you chose pile 3 with the crystal ankh, you are in the right place. So pile 3, we will be doing an energy check-in with your person. What are the energies within this connection with your person? So we're going to get some tarot first and clarify with my Yin Yang Oracle deck. Pile 3 and their person, energy check-in. Pile 3. Pile 3 and their person, energy check-in. Got 2. We have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Hanged Man. Very interesting because the Hanged Man showed up in pile number 1 as well. Pile 3 and their person, energy check-in. And we have, very nice, the Ten of Pentacles. Underneath that is the Page of Wands. So we'll clarify with the Yin Yang Oracle deck. So we have Epiphany and Breakthrough. Pile 3's person. Pile 3 and their person, energy check-in. Toxicity bound patterns. Wow. And we have the Sun, strength and empowerment. And we have masculine. So if you are dealing with a divine masculine, then their energy is showing up here. If you are asking about a divine masculine is what I should say. So this divine masculine and you may be dealing with an earth sign with the Knight of Pentacles. There is a desire or energy of wanting to come forward with a solid offer, but the Knight of Pentacles is reliable but takes a long time, so patience is required. So with the Hanged Man and the Epiphany Breakthrough, you or your person may have had an epiphany or a breakthrough. You see the light. There's so much light in your reading right here. You have the sun is peeking through here. There's light here, so much yellow energy. There's a lot of like awakening energy is what's coming to mind, because this is on the third eye of the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man has to do with surrender, but in that surrender there is clarity and change of perception. That's why she is hanging, and rather than seeing with her eyes, she is tapping in. So this breakthrough there may have been a breakthrough about moving forward, or the desire to move forward in your connection, moving towards this Ten of Pentacles, which is there's a family life. Ten of Pentacles is goals in terms of like home, family, legacy. We have the Kabbalah tree of life here as well. So it's just abundant energy. So the sun is also about clarity and realization. The toxicity bound in patterns, you and your person, if you have been together before, there may have been some patterns that have been toxic between the two of you, and there is a desire to have the strength to work on those things. Or if the masculine has been dealing with or working through certain toxic patterns, or feeling stuck in any type of situations, there's there's a healing and awakening happening within this masculine. And with the Page of Wands, there's a desire to, again, move forward with a passionate new beginning. There is a little bit more healing happening between the two of you, or just with this masculine that's present here. But there is definitely awakening energy, and this energy of moving from the Knight to the Ten of Pentacles, and so much fire, also joyous fire. It's very alive energy, coming to life energy after this toxic bound patterns which are being broken. So that is your energy check-in right now. Pile 3. Yeah, Ace of Cups underneath. So the masculine wants to come forward with a new beginning, a new love beginning, or apology. And yeah, so as I was saying, I'm gonna be pulling some message cards from your person, and let's see what they would like to say to you right now. I'll see you there. Hi, Pile 3. Welcome to the messages part of your reading. I have a few message-only oracle decks, and the first one we're starting with is the Twin Flame Shadow and Light Messages by Dr. V on Live Tarot. Check out her channel. She is amazing. I love her voice, and this is her deck. So Pile 3. Pile 3's person. What would you say to Pile 3 right now? I contradict myself and give you mixed messages because I don't know what I want. So this could be what the masculine, if it is a masculine you're asking about, this is what your person is going through right now. They are trying to figure out, or they may be coming out of this energy of not knowing what they want because of the Hanged Man and Epiphany card. So they may have definitely caused, with this broken heart over here, caused you a lot of pain because of the mixed messages, because being confused is also very uncomfortable and a painful situation to be in, especially if somebody's being hot and cold. Pile 3's person, what would you say to Pile? Thank you. I hid my real thoughts and feelings from you. I was in denial and afraid of losing you. I see clearly now. So again, this person was maybe in denial of their feelings, possibly because of the obstacles, or definitely fears. They may have been hurt in the past, and so with them saying I see clearly now, this is validating exactly that Hanged Man energy and the Epiphany card. This person has now come to realize that they want to be with you. And look what's interesting. This is an envelope with a heart that's broken, and this is an envelope with a heart that's broken. So this person may give you a card or a letter. Maybe they're old school and they actually like write out a letter. I think that's better than just sliding into someone's DMs. It's much more, I'm very much a romantic, so I think it's like there's a power to writing, especially in script. I love seeing people's penmanship, and it's just, I feel like it's much more powerful to pour your heart out with your hand being like, and your pen being like a wand, it's like magical in its own way. I love writing. I love journaling, all of that. Pile 3's person. Pile 3's person. What would you say to Pile 3 right now if you can? What would you honestly say to Pile 3 right now? Pile 3's person. Pile 3's person. What would you say to your person? Sorry, Pile 3's person. What would you say to Pile 3 right now? The cards aren't coming out. They don't want to talk. Pile 3's there we go. I feel safe confiding in you. I trust you completely. I can share all my secrets with you. So if you are not with this person, they feel free to like open up to you, minus their feelings and thoughts, obviously, but they feel like they are safe with you. And that's one of the things about love, right? Not only do you want to be with a person, but you also feel safe to be yourself, free from judgment. I mean, maybe a little judgment, but you know how sometimes relationships are like you kind of bust each other's chops and everything. So they maybe this person confided in you about anything that they were going through, and they appreciated any like you lending them their ear, and lending them your ear, or you're just maybe you like talking to each other and just kind of share your dreams and secrets with each other, because this is a phone, so maybe you guys text a lot. So if you know, one more from this pile, from this deck. My emotions are like a roller coaster now. I don't know what I want, but I'm trying to find out. So there's still a little bit of this energy of mixed messages and hot and cold. So they definitely have feelings for you, but they're still, that's why the toxicity card was still there. They're still working on themselves. It would take maybe a little bit more time for this person to heal past this inability to make a decision. Bottom of the deck energy is, I'm sorry for being critical of you. I hurt you with my harsh words and actions. So if this person is being wishy-washy and saying mean things, please hold them accountable, because you do not deserve to be spoken to or treated as an option, okay? You are the number one. You should prioritize yourself. I don't know what I was trying to say, but don't let somebody treat you like an option and be mean to you. Okay, so pile 2. No, sorry. That's the second time I've said that. Pile 3. Pile 3's person. Interesting. I'm walking away from toxic situations. So if this person is in a toxic relationship currently, or toxic family situations, they're walking away from it. This can also speak to what we were just saying before. If this person is being hot and cold and not being like stable, and they're being a little bit toxic, maybe playing games, just make sure to hold them accountable. Do not accept any like F-boy energy, you know. There's this reader that I watch. She has this pin that she uses for her charms. It says it says on it F-boy repellent. So that's what comes to mind. Don't accept any wishy-washy energy, like in and out. And this one flipped over. I don't know how you feel. So this person has feelings for you, or like they're maybe still working out this what they want. So they may have feelings, but they don't know maybe if they want to be in a connection or relationship right now. They don't know how you feel. So that could be the main reason that they're hiding their thoughts and feelings, because they don't want to be rejected. Or maybe they want you to tell them how you feel first, and that's like part of the game playing that could be toxic. Pile 3's person. Meeting you was the best thing that ever happened to me. So this person does find you a blessing, or the blessing in meeting you. They have very grateful feelings for meeting you. Maybe they're just not able to show it in a healthy manner because of their toxic programming, you know, childhood programming, what they saw growing up. Maybe they weren't able to see like what a healthy relationship looked like, healthy relationship dynamic looked like growing up. And that's why even if they have feelings for you, they may sabotage or run away from it, especially if they feel like you are the best thing that's ever happened to them before. Pile 3's person, what would you say to pile 3? I know we belong together. So despite these messages or about like mixed messages, they don't know what they're feeling. The epiphany, I believe, is this that they know that you guys belong together, but they're still trying to get out of this energy of sabotaging their happiness. Underneath the deck, please give me some time to heal. So this is what we're saying with the toxicity. I mean, toxic is here. Also, the toxic card showed up in the yin yang oracle. So this masculine definitely has still some healing to do, and that's why this energy is still here about the mixed messages and their emotions being roller coasters. So the next deck that we're going to be using is actually two decks that I mixed together, the Hidden Truth and the Hidden Truth Oracle. This is the version 2. Pile 3's person. Finding out the truth crushed me. So there may be some truths, something that came to light that caused a lot of pain. This could be you finding out something that this person was hiding. But everybody's situations are different, but there has been some sort of, not just epiphany, but some truths that came to light, and it has caused your person pain. So that's different for everyone. It could also be, I contradict myself and give you mixed messages. Maybe the epiphany that this person had and realizing how much they hurt you with this broken heart hurts them as well. But again, because of their own toxicity that they're working on, it's like they're the only way that they know how to operate right now. But they're trying to. It looks like they have the intention of trying to heal. Pile 3's person. What would you say to pile 3 right now? I wish I could go back. So this could have to do with their regret of hurting you, and they would probably come forward with an apology to make things right. One card fell off the table. I'm just gonna get it. The one that fell says, I won't let you down. So this person is saying that they want to make things right. They just need a little more time to get their stuff together, pretty much. And I would say make sure that they are being... there's been a big message with the readings about holding people accountable, and just hold this person accountable and make sure that their actions match up with their words, because they're saying that they won't let you down, they won't hurt you anymore. Pile 3's person, what would you say to... They said, I can't do this. So again, there's still this mixed messages, hot and cold energy here. So regardless of whether they know that you belong together and then they say that they can't do it, it's the fears that's they're still kind of working through their ego, because they're still afraid, and they say that they feel safe with you, but it seems like possibly this person has trust issues overall with their wounding, possibly from childhood. So it's just their programming. I saved your texts and your messages. So as I was saying before, this is a cell phone. So maybe you guys have like messaged a lot and they still reread it. They saved it in their phone. So they are like thinking about you. So pile 3, give this person some time because they're still trying to gain their own stability. If there are still some games being played, I would say just pull back your energy a little bit, because the in and out the hot and cold energy will just dim your light. And we saw a lot of light in your energy check-in. So while this person's healing, look into yourself as well and look how you can heal as well. And especially if you're kind of, if you allow someone to give you this hot and cold, see why you feel like that's okay to do to yourself, like your own wounding that allows someone to treat you in such a way, and work on it to strengthen your own boundaries so that you may be stronger in protecting yourself and communicating what you really want and what is acceptable to you in connections. Because I would say stop wasting my time. If you know, like if someone's treating you like an option, they better stop wasting your time and, figure your stuff out. If it's not a yes, then bye. You know what I mean? But pile 3, that is your reading. I hope you liked the reading. If you could hit the like button, subscribe, and share, that would help me immensely. I love doing this. It brings me so much joy, hoping to give you guys clarity and guidance. And yeah, I hope to see you guys around for my future readings. Thanks. If you chose the Lemurian Quartz, pile 4, last but not least, this is your reading. We're going to start with the tarot and my Yin Yang Oracle deck to get an energy check-in with about you and your person, and we'll clarify. Pile 4's person, pile 4 and their person, energy check-in. What's going on in the connection energetically? Pile 4 and their person, energy check-in. We have the 5 of Earth, or the 5 of Pentacles. Energy check-in for pile 4 and their person. We have the 8 of Cups, or the 8 of Water. Pile 4 and their person, energy check-in. And Justice, number 11. And underneath the deck is the Page of Cups, or the Page of Water. So we're going to clarify with the Yin Yang Oracle. Pile 3. I meant pile 4, but we have Karma and Balance. We see the scales here of Justice once again. Pile 4 and their person, energy check-in. I was going to get 2 more, but I have 3. We have Release and Surrender, Purge. We have Mercury, Messages, Travel, and Communication. And then Alchemy, Ancestor Guides. And underneath the deck is Memories, Nostalgia. So energy-wise, I see with the 5 of Pentacles and the Nostalgia card, there is a lot of reminiscing and missing one another. This tree figure is holding her heart chakra, or holding her chest where her heart is, and she has her eyes closed. So there is a lot of reminiscing and missing each other. There may have been someone who's traveled away or long distance or walked away, and that's why this person is missing. You guys are missing each other. Again, this may be someone who's away for travel, or it could be long distance, or somebody has walked away from somebody else. There's so much water in this pile, though. Water, water, water. So, emotions. There are some deep emotions. There may have been, I noticed with the Justice card, and the scales of justice also appearing in this deck. In this Justice card, the scales are not balanced, they're imbalanced. And the sword of truth that Lady Justice is holding is red. So swords energy has to do with communication. So this connection may be imbalanced. Maybe one person is giving more than the other, and there may have been some angry communication. And justice is appearing because there has been some karma that's been played out in this connection. But balance is needed. And with this card, release, surrender, and purge. With the release, this reminds me of someone walking away. And actually, when I saw the Page of Water, which a Page of Cups has to do with an apology, when I saw the lilies here, I thought of the word purification and purging. And purge appears here too. So there may be this energy of having to release someone who may not be in a place to be in a connection right now, like healthy connection. There may be a need to release this connection for some of you, especially if things are imbalanced and things need to be balanced out. Or maybe the ending of this connection may have been karma balancing itself out. There is an energy of the divine, like being divinely guided, or the divine intervention in this connection, because underneath the memories card is North Node, Cosmic, and Purpose, and the Alchemy and Ancestors Guides card also shows up. So there is this energy of being sent signs on what needs to be released and surrendered at this moment in time. With the Mercury card, messages, travel, and communication. For those that are dealing with someone who's long distance, there may be some travel that's planned or communication coming in. Or if this is a person that's been no contact, little to no contact, there may be communication coming in from this person because they are missing you. Because under the Page of Water, Page of Cups is an apology or somebody sending you a small little love message. Underneath it is the King of Fire, and you see this man has his heart lit up, and underneath that is the Death card, transformation. So if somebody walked away to purge, then this person is actually transforming. They want to come forward with this cup of love, the small cup of love, or a little love note in this messages. It could just be like them texting you or sliding into your DMs pretty much. But there is a sense of both of you guys missing each other and wanting to come back, because twin flames. Some people are dealing with maybe a karmic soulmate or twin flame in this connection, and there's a need to surrender. For in the twin flame connection, there's always a chaser and a runner. So in order for it to come, for the person to come back, if they have run away, both of the people have to surrender and stop resisting, and that leads to transformation as well. And that's why balance is needed. If this is like not necessarily like a twin flame, if you don't want to put a label on it, but like a higher soul connection, this triggers, you trigger each other into transforming. And that's why the divine is actually here. So we're going to get some message cards from your person and see what they want to say to you right now. See you there. Hi, Pile 4. So welcome to the messages portion of your reading. I have a few messages deck that we're going to be using. And the first one we're going to be using is the Twin Flame Shadow and Light Messages by Dr. V on Live Tarot. I love her channel. Check her out. This is her deck. So let's see what your person wants to say to you right now. If they could be completely honest. Pile 4's person, if you could be completely honest to Pile 4, what would you say? So, my childhood was difficult and it still affects me. I was let down by the people I loved and trusted. So your person is saying that they have some childhood wounds. They may have not had like a good view of what love and a healthy connection relationship would be dynamic wise. Maybe they come from like a toxic family dynamic and they don't know how to be able to be healthy in a healthy relationship. So there is definitely healing and transforming that's happening. And a lot of people who are in twin flame connections trigger each other so that they have to deal with those wounds. And you have to heal it. I mean, you have to feel it in order to heal it. And triggering is very painful. So your person is admitting to the fact that they may run away. And that's why you have the 8 of Cups and 5 of Pentacles, where pain is caused by someone walking away, maybe running away. Maybe in terms of intimacy, they're not comfortable with it because of their childhood wounds, and they run away. And it maybe they have issues with trust or issues opening up to people because it's hard for them to trust people. So Pile 4's person, what would you say to Pile 4? I'm in a superficial relationship with someone else because I'm not ready for real love with you. So this person may be in another connection and they're staying in it because they don't have to do the deep work. They don't have to be triggered into becoming the best versions of themselves. It's the easier option. So they may be with someone because it's convenient and it doesn't, challenge them, but it's easy. It's familiar. So Pile 4's person, what do you have to say to Pile 4? What do you want to say? So we have, no matter what's ups and downs we have, it's always been you. You are my one true love. So this person, this looks like runner chaser energy or like magnets, feel like you are their true love, but they're not ready for it right now. They still have certain situations that they have to deal with before they could be with you, and also the healing. But they say that you are their one true love. One more for this pile. I still love you. I dream of being with you. I imagine waking up next to you and cuddling with you every day. So again, your person has love for you. It's just they have some obstacles right now. They do dream of this life together with you. You just want them to come in healed though, because you don't want them coming in and triggering you, and it would just cause a lot of problems and toxicity within the relationship. And on the bottom of the deck, it was like a dream come true when we met. I never wanted the passion to end. You rocked my world. You rocked my world, you did. Michael Jackson. Elvis was coming through in the last pile, Michael Jackson in this pile. Very interesting. Dream appears twice here in this row. So this person dreams about you a lot because they're probably thinking about you a lot. And maybe it's not just dreaming at night, but this person may spend a lot of time daydreaming about you. So even though they're possibly with somebody else, they are thinking about you. You're heavily on their mind. and there may be a musical connection. This card has come out, I believe, for at least 2 or 3 of the other piles. That's crazy. Pile 4. Pile 4. Pile 4's person. What do you want to say to pile 4? Is it too late to apologize? Is it too late? A lot of music coming through. This person wants to come forward with an apology, and that may be what that Page of Cups was with lilies and the purification. So they want to be able to heal and purify this connection. But right now, I think they're focusing on their healing first. They're considering on what their future actions may be, coming forward with an apology. They may not be able to offer you a relationship right now if they're with somebody else. Pile 4's person. What do you have? I keep saying, what do you have to say to pile 4? Like, what do you have to say for yourself? I don't know why I have that with your person, pile 4. They have, I adore you. So they adore you. They think you cute, boo. You give me butterflies. So, this is like that crushing, not crushing feeling, this crush feeling where you see your crush and it's like you get all giddy and hyper. This is the feeling that you give your person. They probably get nervous around you, and if they have like problems communicating their emotions and issues with intimacy, they may not necessarily avoid you, but they may start to become shy, and especially if they're the type that are okay with talking to people, they may kind of close up because they're shy around you, because they adore you and you give them butterflies. Pile 4's person. What would you say to pile 4? What would you say to pile... Whoop, that one flipped up. Oh, I got 2 more. It's you I've been looking for my whole life, and I let my fears get the best of me. So this is part of what needs to be healed with this person, is any issues with their ego in terms of fear and running away. They're still working through that. They're afraid to leave their comfort zone right now. That's not to say that they won't ever leave their comfort zone, but right now there's still need that there's still work that needs to be done. I can feel your energy even when we are apart. So for the people that identify with being in a soul connection, twin flame connection, even if you guys haven't spoken or like seen each other, you may feel each other's energy from afar. If you believe in telepathy, a lot of soul connections are like telepathic in nature. So something that pops up into your head, or sometimes the other sensations like smells or whatever it is, there's supposedly telepathic communication or connection between soul mates and twin flames. So the next deck that we're going to be using, I actually mixed 2 decks together, the Hidden Truth version 2 and the Hidden Truth Oracle deck, the OG Hidden Truth. And I it's weird because I don't usually mix my decks around like this, like my Oracle decks, but I wanted to see, I wanted to do it, and I did it. So the first one we have is, I wish I could share my good news with you. So some of you guys are not in communication or little to no contact. So they do want to come and they want to come in and speak with you and just tell you anything that's happening in their life. They may have leveled up in some way in their life and they want to share it with you. And also this gives me a vibe that your person wants to impress you as well. I know I was a distraction from your pain. So this goes back to, if you are twin flames or identify with that journey, rather than working on wounds that need to be worked on, sometimes people end up kind of getting addicted with the feeling of the soul connection, like that magnetic pull, and rather than focusing your energy inward and seeing what needs to be worked on, it's focused on the other person. So this person may be acknowledging that, you know, certain things needed to be dealt with internally, and it was not happening because they were taking up your time and your energy. We will be together again. So there's a few cards here that makes me believe some of you are actually in no contact, or with the Eight of Cups again, there's a separation. So this person is saying you guys will be together again. Just focus on yourself at this time. Try to detach and surrender. So they say you are the best thing in my life. It's you I've been looking for my whole life. So this person adores you and thinks the world of you, and you give them butterflies. So just because you guys are not in, or some of you guys are not in communication, doesn't mean that this person is not thinking about you. They're thinking about you a lot, and they want to come back. They want this thing to come around again, but they're still letting their fears and doubts get in the way. Underneath the deck is we don't share the same values. So that may be something that they have to come to, like, pretty much cope with, because if they are very much like a fixed sign and they have certain beliefs that they were taught, or certain programming that they were taught in childhood, like say you come from a different religion or a different culture, and that's why some of you, with the Eight of Cups and the ship, made me think of like a long distance relationship. If you're from different cultures and the family and the culture is not necessarily supportive of this connection, they may be letting the fear of their culture, their community, get in the way of being with you. And that's why with the superficial relationship, say they are from a different culture, right? They're being with somebody from that culture rather than you, because it's easy, and just allowing people's opinions and judgment, they're letting it control them right now. So that's why I feel like if there are differences here, that's causing them to possibly sabotage the connection. I would say give this person time. I never say to wait for somebody, but if you do want to wait, make sure that you work on yourself. This person believes that you guys will be together again at some point, and until then, focus your energy inward, especially those who are in a twin flame connection. That's the only way you'll be able to end separation, or like one of the ways to end separation is by releasing, surrendering, and working on yourself, because then there will be an energetic shift from the runner and the chaser, and your twin flame can feel that. So that is your reading, pile 4. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did like it, please leave a like. Subscribe. I would love to have more subscribers and continue growing this small community, and I love doing this. It brings me joy to give you guys a little bit of clarity and hopefully a little bit of guidance, and I look forward to seeing you guys around in my future readings. Thanks, guys.